Hey, this is your host Andres, and I welcome you to Where You Listening? An exploration of blackness in the songs we love.
Suelta perro mayora, suelta perro mayora, cuida con ese marrón, con su gangahue, arriba en todo.
Today we'll be listening to Raza by Alexander Abreu and Havana de Primera. Alexander is a gifted musician and songwriter born in Cienfuegos, Cuba in 1976. Alexander, who is recognized as one of the greatest trumpet players of his generation, founded Havana de Primera in 2008 together with a group of 15 top musicians in Cuba. As for the style of the band, Alexander declares in an interview, I quote, "It's definitely timba, that's a fact. We Cubans have timba coming out of our pores." However, he highlights that the band, and I quote again, mixes it up with jazz, with different Caribbean sounds, with calypso, with Puerto Rican salsa. I wanted to start a series Where You Listening with this song because Alexander Abreu wrote it specifically in reaction to George Floyd's killing by a police officer earlier this year. But more broadly, he wrote it in reaction to the persistent racism in our society. Let's listen.
Suelta perro mayora, suelta perro mayora, cuida con ese marrón, con su gangahue, arriba en todo. Suelta perro mayora, suelta perro mayora, cuida con ese marrón, con su gangahue, arriba en todo. Suelta perro mayora, suelta perro mayora, cuida con ese marrón, con su gangahue, arriba en todo.
This first part of the song is saying, "Let the dogs loose, slave overseer. Be careful because the cimarrón might be escaping." And I remind you, cimarrones are black slaves that freed themselves.
Quiero escuchar tu corazón, a ver si late igual que el mío. Déjame entrar en tus venas, a ver si tu sangre es roja.
Alexander says, "I want to listen to your heart to see if it beats just like mine. Let me get inside your veins to see if your blood is also red."
Muéstrame tu piel desnuda, a ver si reacciona el frío. Y si eres diferente, quizás te pueda entender. Y si eres diferente, quizás te pueda entender.
Show me your naked skin to see if it reacts to the cold. And if you are different, then maybe I'll be able to understand you.
Déjame darte un abrazo y devuélveme la sonrisa. Déjame quererte así, transparente y sin maldad.
Let me give you a hug and give me back my smile. Let me love you like this, transparent and with no malice.
Entiéndeme cuando lloré por los años que he vivido, intentando convencerte de que soy igual que tú.
Understand me when I cry for the years that I've lived, trying to convince you that I'm equal to you.
Y si mi color te enoja y no me dejas quererte, al menos no me des muerte con tu rodilla en mi cuello.
Alexander says, "And if my color angers you and you don't let me love you, at least don't kill me with your knee on my neck. This is clearly a reference to George Floyd's killing by a police officer.
Deja al menos la esperanza de que exista un mundo sano y reconoce lo bello que se siente ser humano. Oro millares.
At least, let there be hope that there may exist a world that makes sense, and recognize how beautiful it feels to be human.
Ya llenaste mi vida de muerte, ya rompiste mi alma en pedazos, ahora llena de flores tus brazos, y al menos déjame quererte. Sí.
You already filled my life up with death. You already broke my soul in pieces. Now fill your arms up with flowers, and at least let me love you.
Vamos, mírame a los ojos y ponle fin al sufrimiento y al dolor. Que nos una la esperanza, somos una sola raza con diferente color. Agüe son agüe, mañana son mañana.
Come on, look me in the eye, and put an end to the suffering and the pain. Let hope unite us. We are all a single race with different color.
Vivo pensando, vivo queriendo darte un abrazo. Oye bien, de esos que salen del alma. Ruego a Dios por tu clemencia y le pido a mi conciencia que no permita el rencor y me regale la calma.
I keep dreaming, keep thinking, keep wanting to give you a hug. Listen up, one of those hugs from deep down, from the soul. I beg to God for your clemency and ask of my conscience to not allow hatred and to give me calm.
Paciencia, rompiste mi alma en pedazos, ahora llena de flores tus brazos, y al menos déjame
Alexander repeats, You already filled my life up with death. You already broke my soul in pieces. Now fill your arms up with flowers, and at least let me love you. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. To good, respond with good. To evil, respond with war. No fear of the fire, no matter how ferocious. Better than me, the earth, that in the end will swallow me. The last sentence is in reference to the fact that in the end, and from the very beginning, to be honest, we're all equal. These last sentences of the song, I don't fully understand because, well, they're not in Spanish. In them, though, I can tell that Alexander is talking to Yamaya, who is one of the orishas in the Yoruba culture and, of course, in the Afro-Cuban and Santeria culture. I do understand when he says in Spanish, por la sangre derramada, la tierra va a temblar, which means, for the blood that has been spilled, the earth will shake. Thank you for being here with me today. If you weren't listening, now you are.